Time to start.
Good thing I did.
Oh, good.
We are starting. That's the sound of starting. Starting up an old Windows computer.
Booking.
Yeah.
Anywho, Zach,
Hmm.
life is hard. How can I make it easier and hack it?
Well, if you have
An app.
a USB stick and you can hack somebody's computer, then you can hack stuff.
What about if I don't want to tie my shoes?
Then you can get Nike's soon relief.
Did you say Nikes?
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 Like Nikes? Like
You call them Nikes?
Nike apostrophe S, like it's their brand. Like
Nikes.
you never said Nikes? Like Nike?
No.
You always say Nike?
Yeah.
It doesn't say Nike, it says Nike.
Well, it's supposed to be Nike.
Who said what? Like I go back and forth. It's like Nike or Nike.
I've literally never heard Nike in my whole life.
I think it's more of maybe a British thing.
I think you're more of a British thing. You are a British closed Chrome tab.
What? I'm a British what Chrome tab?
Closed.
A closed Chrome tab?
Remember back on
Yeah, I
Monday?
remember Monday's episode.
Monday's episode. Anywho, continue with your Nike's shoe.
So I saw these, I want to say like 6 months ago by now. They had like the prototypes. They sent them to like Unbox Therapy. I don't know if you've seen his videos.
Yeah.
They're okay.
Not that one though.
Anyway, they had like the self-lacing shoes. They were like some sort of basketball shoes
My
or something.
blanket.
What?
My blanket's in my jacket.
Oh.
I can just snuggle up like I'm not homeless lady.
Okay. Anyway.
That's on quoting Wreck-It Ralph.
The new one?
No.
The old one?
The OG one.
I don't remember. I think I only saw that one once.
I only saw you once. Continue with your prototype unboxing therapy shoes.
So they had like a button on the side of them, and they would self-lace.
Well, now.
Well, not self-lace. They had like a strap that would just kind of go across.
Well,
like,
now
remember
you
how
don't
they had
have
the old Velcro
to
stuff?
match the button on the shoe because you can press the screen on your phone to do it.
But you still have to put your feet in the shoes, which takes both your hands.
No? If it's self-lacing, you just slide your foot in.
What, are they like basketball shoes or like tennis shoes or?
I think so.
What kind of shoes are they?
Nikes.
My Nike makes. You said Nikes.
I know, I'm messing with you.
Okay.
These are Nikes.
Nikes.
You can just
basketball
slide
shoes.
them in, hit on your app on your phone,
Tie
lace
shoes.
shoe, and it goes zoop, just like Tim Allen in the Santa Claus sliding down the chimney when there's no chimney.
What?
Yeah, I just did that.
I don't even know what you're talking
You
about.
couldn't even keep up. That's how awesome it was.
A zoop?
A zoop.
Okay. Okay, so do they use like shoelaces and they tie themselves, or is it like what holds them together?
Your mom.
Time to stop.
No, it just like laces them up like the prototypes of the one that had the button on the side.
Why do you have to keep slapping the
Because
table?
I'm making a dramatic point.
Okay. So they don't
They go zoop.
lace. They like just slide together, like the little straps on the side, I think.
I think so.
I'm gonna look these up.
I'm gonna look you up.
You won't find anything.
That's not what your grinder post said.
Oh, these look different. Okay, let's see.
Did you even hear my roast?
Something grind something. I'm gonna look at a picture.
Your picture.
Okay, that looks like a regular tennis shoe.
Can I see it?
No. Yes.
Okay. Dude, that's cool.
And it just has like these little metal buttons on the tongue of the shoe, and they just kind of tighten, I guess.
Can I get that tattoo on my shin?
No. I will forbid you from doing that. Okay, so this is a weird concept. You have to plug your shoes in to charge them.
Hey man, you gotta charge everything. Is it wireless charging?
You just put your shoes on a wireless charging pad?
Yes.
That'd be pretty cool. What if like when they're all muddy and stuff? Your shoes?
Zach, what is wrong with you? You don't take those shoes out in the mud.
Do you know where I live?
You live outside of Lubbock.
Yeah, and it's like all mud.
Or as the scammer called me last week, hello! And it says it was from Florida, but he was clearly from India or somewhere. No offense. But he's like, hello, do you live in Lubbock?
Lubbock?
Lubbock? I've also heard Lubbock.
Yeah, I've heard that
I'm like,
too.
I do not live in Lubbock. Because I don't live in Lubbock.
Oh, what did he say?
I don't know, he was trying to sell leads or something.
Sell what? Weeds?
Leads.
Oh, leads. I thought you said weeds. I'm like, what?
No.
Okay, back to the shoes.
You don't wear them in the mud.
You don't wear them in the mud. They look pretty cool. You have to plug them in to charge them.
But
Is it worth it?
how much are they?
I couldn't find a price. I looked them up, the price for them earlier, and I couldn't find it.
Honestly, if they're over $500, you might as well just get yourself some big baller shoes. So,
By baller shoes, do you mean like
big baller.
name brand basketball shoes?
BBB.
Big baller brand?
Yes.
Oh.
So, anywho,
Wait, would you pay that much for shoes anyway? If what?
normally never. Only for big ballers would I.
You would buy those.
I would because of the concept.
What is the concept of these
The
shoes?
concept is they're a meme.
Oh, the shoes are a meme?
Yes.
So it's like retarded
This-
in how much they cost, so it's a meme.
Yes.
So people who wear them are a meme.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
This guy who had never played in the NBA, he's like this little scrawny college kid,
Mhm.
has his own pair of professional designed shoes,
Okay.
and they're like over $500.
And are they big baller brand?
Yes. And then people were like, well, interviewers asked him, well, these are so expensive. Why didn't you want to since you're not an established person, why wouldn't you want to make your shoes affordable? And then his dad said, if you can't pay them, you're obviously not a big baller.
Oh.
Fun fact. I don't know why we're talking about this.
Why you would buy expensive shoes?
Anywho,
I don't
so
know. As long as the shoes are functional, they're good for me.
not only are we podcast stars, but we have some in our own that can invent stuff.
Oh, every time
We do more than just podcast.
Well, I'm a full-time student, and you're a realtor.
I'm pretty sure the podcast is the center of our lives.
Oh. That's where we make all of our money?
Yes.
Podcasting?
Even though we've literally, if anything, lost money.
That's actually true.
And yeah.
All the time we spent doing this.
Anywho, Zach,
We're talking about some inventions that we thought of. Are we going to just keep this topic on here for now? Like, just
dude, a
inventions?
new
We'll just
invention each week.
We'll ask our guests, like, if you could invent one thing, what would it be? That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
All right, so what did we think of this last week?
Well, last night you had an idea for a Bible.
Okay, yeah. I thought this would be really cool.
His brother thought it was dumb.
My brother, yeah, he thought it was dumb. A highlighter Bible. So, you guys, you're young kids like me that use the YouVersion app. Gay! Our pastor at Trinity doesn't use an actual Bible. He uses like an iPad to
Okay.
read scripture off of.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty funny. Okay, anyway, so, I mean, nowadays, like, everybody uses your phone to read your Bible. Not all the time, but,
At times.
yeah, a lot of times you use your phone to read your Bible. And sometimes you want to highlight a specific verse.
Do you now?
Yeah, and sometimes, like, if you have two Bibles, like a physical Bible and a digital Bible, they have different verses that are highlighted because you read them at different times.
Do
So
you
what if
now?
you had a Bible that had something in it, so whenever you highlighted it in the Bible, like the physical Bible, it would also highlight on your phone.
Dude, that'd be sick.
That's what I'm saying. That would be pretty sick.
Shark Tank, if you're listening, then hit us up. His number is 8675309.
Oh. Yeah, definitely my number.
Dude, I saw this meme. Oh, we already talked about memes. I should have brought this up. I saw this meme. It was, what if Stacy's mom was Jesse's girl and her number was 8675309?
I've seen that one before. It's pretty good.
That's pretty funny. So, anywho.
So yeah, I
Bible.
thought that'd be pretty cool. It
That'd be
highlights in both things.
Hey, 2 for 1.
Anyway, the other thing.
We're basically just trying to bank off of the Bible, apparently.
No, this one wasn't a specific Bible thing. Like, because they already
Oh.
have Braille Bibles, don't they?
Yeah, but this was for the phone.
Well, yeah, but it's not a Braille Bible. It's just a Braille phone.
Yeah.
So,
Basically a Moto mod.
dude, Moto, you gotta hit us up.
Verizon, where are you at?
You gotta hit us up. Okay, so I think this would be pretty cool. Like, for blind people, I don't want to sound disrespectful or anything. Like, they have to use the Braille. That's what it's called. Like the little bumps that allow you to read things.
Dots and dashes and stuff.
I don't think there's any dashes. I think it's just dots.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The only time
How do they play
I've
dominoes?
seen him is like on the restroom, like on the sign that have like the Braille on it, so that way you can read which type of restroom it is, like the male or
But
female.
if you're blind, does it matter?
I don't know.
Mind blown.
I mean, for everybody
What the
else it does.
heck?
For everybody else it
I
does.
hate myself.
You're weird. Okay, so that's the only time I've really seen the Braille, so I know what it is. So if you had a phone, but instead of having a screen, it was just the Braille, and the screen would change depending on what you're reading.
And
I
this
guess.
is still a smartphone.
Yes, like a smartphone. But it didn't have a screen. It just has like, you could like put the dots onto the surface. Of the
But
phone.
your screen changes constantly.
Yeah, I know. So it
So
would
how
have
would
to
the
be able to
Braille
change.
change?
Have you seen like
The way?
No, that's do you know? You know the way. Oh, do you remember like a while ago they were kind of popular? They had like those things where you could put your hand and push it up underneath. It was like a bunch of little pegs, and it would make like the outline of your hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so imagine that replaces your screen, and it had like motors underneath the bottom, and it would push up to make a different design of Braille.
Sounds like you're making a Nokia phone because it's going to be thick as a matter of fact.
It doesn't have to be that thick. All it have to be is like that thick. Like it just has to come up enough for you to be able to feel
Zach,
it.
they're not even a phone right now that's that thin
Uh,
than what you just showed with your fingers.
Okay. Maybe it's not the thinnest smartphone on the market, but
It's going to be a Nokia.
what I feel like it could be a Moto mod.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have a screen. It replaces the glass, okay? It's the thickness of the glass. All right?
Okay.
You have little motors on the bottom that push up.
So it's a motor mod.
No, I don't know. Anyway, they push up the individual little peg things, and it
I
makes
see.
the design. And it could constantly be changing. Like, if you're reading, you could just hold your hand on it, and you could tell what's happening.
What if you're watching Netflix?
I don't think you can do that.
Okay. That would be pretty cool, though.
I don't know. I mean, that would be really cool, but I just don't know how you would be able to interact with it. Like,
Yeah.
push a button. It would have to be, like, touch-sensitive parts.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty hard, but that would also be really cool.
Hey, Samsung should make this.
Samsung could make this. It might explode in your hand, but
That was just once.
you never know.
You never know. Then it doesn't matter if the pixels are messed up
The pixels aren't messed up.
in this Braille phone.
Oh, and you're talking about the Pixel phones. I'm like, what are you talking about?
No. So yes, a Bible that when you highlight in your physical or a digital Bible, it highlights automatically in the other one,
That'd be
which
sick.
is kind of creepy actually.
Why?
If you highlight on your phone Bible, and then you just like see it next to you, just like start
It starts
to like
highlighting.
creepily highlight on its own. I don't know if I like this anymore. That's kind of weird.
It's still cool.
It is.
It's kind of creepy if you're like watching the physical Bible.
I would
highlight.
rather highlight from the physical Bible and then have it appear on the digital Bible than.
So it would only work one way.
Please, yes.
Okay.
Or I'll disable that feature.
Okay. Maybe that's something that's too creepy for you. I don't know. Or for everybody. I think it'd be pretty cool.
But yes, so what's going on, bros? My name is PewDiePie. I am T-Series. Let's play music.
Oh, I'm gonna look up.
That's my intro for each of them.
I'm gonna look up the sub count now.
We've talked about Indian people a lot in this podcast, a lot more than normal.
Yes, we have.
Do you live in Lubeck?
Lubeck.
All right, Zach. What's the count at? Didn't you say
Hold on.
PewDiePie was losing some footage after he pulled away?
Yeah.
Oh, Thanos snap. Holy crap, his eyes just lit up and I'm very scared.
The
Please.
sub gap right now is 133,000.
What?
He's only ahead by 133,000.
May I repeat? What? Dude.
What?
What are they at? They at 80,000 yet?
81. 81 million.
81 and a third. Dang.
Dang. Yeah, exactly. Dang. Like,
That's all you can say. Is dang.
how long ago was it that it was like 70?
70,000?
70 million. Remember?
3 months? I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Dude, this is like good for both of them though, because they wouldn't have. PewDiePie wouldn't have grown this fast if T-Series wasn't right there on his tail.
That's true. And T3 probably wouldn't. Well, I don't know. He probably would still be growing this fast.
Oh my foot.
So, yeah. PewDiePie pulled ahead for a little while, but now it's really close.
He had a good December, but like, I don't even know.
You gotta, like, make a miracle now if he's gonna keep ahead.
I love how we're rooting for PewDiePie to beat an Indian company. They were
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's
right.
a miracle.
It's a miracle that he got more subscribers.
Yeah. So.
If you haven't subbed to PewDiePie yet, go do it.
Unless you want YouTube to be ran by an Indian music company.
And nobody wants that.
Nobody. Well,
Maybe they do.
apparently 82 million people want that.
That's just sad.
That's pretty sad. So,
What else are we talking about? Movies?
well, remember in Spider-Man Homecoming how they went to a field trip and they went up to the Washington Monument?
Yeah.
Remember on Infinity War how he was in the bus on the way to a field trip
Mhm.
and then they went off because he got his Spidey sense?
Yeah.
Well, now in the trailer for this, he's on a field trip to Europe.
Oh.
So basically, what I've gotten from this is they can't have a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie without a field trip. So, enroll me in that school now. I'm just kidding. But, yeah, I assume you watched the Far From Home trailer?
Yeah, I watched it one time. It was pretty good.
Only once?
Only once.
Only once?
Only once.
What is wrong with you?
I only watched it once.
Holy cow.
How many times did you watch it?
I watched it once and I watched 3 other people talk about it.
But you only watched it once.
Yeah. But people talking about it was the equivalent to like 4.
Oh. I haven't really heard. a ton
My
of other
favorite
people talk
part of
about
the
it.
trailer was when Nick Fury shot Ed with the dart.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Okay, what I didn't really get was, like, it seemed like everybody knew that he was Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that?
A little bit. I'm not completely sure, but it seemed like that could be the case.
Like Aunt May, like he was
well,
in the
Aunt May
room.
already knew.
She did?
That was in the film.
Oh, that was like at the end of the
That
last
was like
one?
the end, is whenever he snuck back in his room and was crawling on the ceiling, and he turns around, Aunt May's just there holding laundry, and just like, what? And then it cuts.
Oh, yeah.
Smooth.
Anyway.
And obviously Happy knows.
Yeah, Happy knows.
'Cause I'm happy.
And then, like, obviously Nick Fury is going to be there, and...
Which means he's alive.
Yeah, and Tony Stark's going to be there, I'm sure.
Doubt it.
You think so?
He was in all of the other Spider-Mans quite a bit.
So you think he's not going to be in this one at all?
Yeah, he's probably dead.
He's probably dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanos.
Does this take place after that?
Think
I thought
so.
it was, like, in between. Yeah, I didn't know that. So...
Nick Fury's there. Nick Fury hadn't appeared in years in a Marvel movie until the end of Infinity War.
Didn't he, like, start disappearing?
Yeah, which means that they won. Parts of them won.
Okay, so the reason why, like, I thought...
I think Iron Man dies in Infinity War.
Okay, you're probably right. But the reason why I
But
thought
Nick
this was
Fury
before
alive,
Infinity
is
War
live.
is because, like, obviously Nick Fury was there.
Nah, I think it's after.
You think it's... What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope not. I think
Probably
I hope
why.
it's
That's
before.
probably why, if people do know that he's Spider-Man.
But it's like the Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good meme, you know? It, like,
Yeah.
dissolves. So, you think it's, like, completely after Infinity War?
Yeah.
You think they're going to spoil anything, then? From it? Like, what's going to happen in the Infinity War?
Well, that's coming out in like 3 months.
So, potentially.
No, Spider-Man's coming out after Infinity War. I mean, after Endgame.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Zach, you noob. What about the villain, though? What'd you think about Mysterio?
Not, like, the most talked about villain.
Nah, he looks kind of cool, though.
I think
Because
it's a
there's
good
also,
choice.
like, it's hard to tell.
Well, for
If you don't know
Vulture-
anything about him, then it's hard to tell if just by watching the trailer if he's a good guy or a bad guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool.
I'm waiting for a Doc Ock. Since, like, the original Spider.
It's gonna be there, man. Sandman and all them.
All of them will be there?
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen real soon. Part of it will be in this film, actually.
You think? Okay.
I think that's what Mysterio was fighting, or like.
Did they ever have,
Working
like, an Electro in any of the movies?
Yeah,
Which one?
wasn't that like the second Andrew Garfield movie?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And it was like real cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So technically, yeah. What are you talking about? They just had Doc Ock in the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, that was the multiverse one.
So?
And it wasn't even Doc Ock. It was, like, some alternate universe one.
So? She was actually the only part of that movie I didn't like.
You didn't like her that much?
She looked weird.
So did Kingpin.
Kingpin looked awesome.
He was huge.
Yeah.
Which is what he's supposed to be. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's, like, how they made him in the cartoons.
So then how does he
originally.
look weird if he looks how he's supposed to look?
I don't
Kingpin looked awesome.
know. Okay.
Doc Ock looked like plastic and fake. I don't know. It was weird.
Okay, whatever. I think she looked the same as
Anywho.
all the other characters, but...
Anywho, I'm excited for this trailer.
For the trailer?
I mean, for the movie.
It looks
I'm
pretty good.
excited for the second trailer. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, it'd also be cool to see the other character developments with like Ned, because he's the man in the chair
Yeah, something... I mean, we saw a little bit of him, or quite a
at the
bit.
end. Yeah. Well, but no, but he, since he towards the end of the movie, of the Spider-Man Homecoming, he was calling himself
The
every
man-
superhero has a man in the chair. I want
Oh,
to be the
yeah.
man in the chair.
Yeah.
And then just see how the Mary Jane plot plays out. So
I feel like they left a lot of people upset at the end of the last movie,
oh well.
of who they picked.
Oh well. But now we just need to squeeze Gwen Stacy in there, right?
Yeah,
I don't know how that works, but
same.
they've got time with this franchise, I bet.
Hopefully
So-
we get quite a few more movies out of Tom Holland.
That'd be pretty cool. See him in with a Venom movie.
That'd be weird. Tom Holland, like, as the Venom suit?
No. Someone else can be Venom.
Well, yeah, but like remember the other Spider-Man? He had the black suit.
And
made him
we
all
see how
emo.
that went out, how that played out. That was funny though in the Spider-Verse. And then I did this dance, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
So, anywho, speaking of movies that aren't canceled, let's talk about a movie that could be canceled.
Oh, Star Trek 4?
Apparently, that could be canceled / kind of is canceled.
Kind of is canceled?
Yeah, because the director is now is currently working on a Game of Thrones sequel.
Prequel?
Or prequel.
I didn't see Game of Thrones, so.
I haven't either. I can't.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty bad.
No, like 3 or 4 years ago by now, Chris Johnson did a hour and a half long lesson preaching against Deadpool and Game of Thrones.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so if I ever watched one of them, I would just see Chris Joe. Dude, to quote him, "You're not fooling anyone. It's pornography."
Oh.
Chris Joe, 2015-ish.
2015-ish?
Yeah, it was like during Camp Adventure.
Oh.
It was great. Aspen and Matthew, they both remember it. They're like, "Yep, he preached for an hour and a half about Game of Thrones and Deadpool."
That's pretty funny.
Kind of, but yeah. So, rips the Star Trek.
Star Trek's cool. We need another one.
It's cool. It's okay though. You get Indiana Jones next year.
Wait, what? We didn't do Indiana Jones?
You didn't know that?
No.
They've been planning the 5th one for years. Like whenever Disney bought it, at first they were gonna do it like right after Star Wars, but then they're like, let's take our time with Star Wars, and then do Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I didn't know that was coming.
Yeah,
That'd be
even
pretty
though
cool.
Harrison Ford's like 90.
Yeah. What are they gonna get?
Harrison Ford's gonna be in it.
But is he gonna be Indiana Jones? Like,
I don't know. It's not coming out till 2020. It was supposed to be 2018, but then they just pushed it back because of Star Wars was doing so much stuff. I guess they didn't want to have them at the same time. But, yeah. You didn't know there was Indiana Jones?
no, I didn't know that.
They were actually talking about in Animal Kingdom, there's this one area in the dinosaur, it's like Dino Land, that they were actually thinking about redoing to some Indiana Jones stuff. But, yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
So there you go, Zach. You're sad that Star Trek is possibly canceled for good, but you just found out Indiana Jones is coming out next year.
Now all I need is a new Nicolas Cage movie.
One came out last year.
Dude, we need another National Treasure.
I don't watch it just because of its National Treasure.
Yeah.
But there was this Nicolas Cage movie that came out last year that Steve-O and Forrest went to go see, and they had no idea it was gonna be so bad. Like
it's Nicolas Cage.
he literally wouldn't tell us what the title of it was because he didn't want us to watch it. It was that bad.
Dang.
The title is. No, I'm just kidding. But
And the title is.
But he said that the best part was like the last 5 minutes. Then Nicolas Cage is just driving in a car and he's literally has his like mouth is open, and he has like this weird facial expression, and he's just screaming while driving a car for like the last 5 minutes of the movie.
What?
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Some of Nicolas Cage's stuff is cringy,
Some of it is.
but some of it's fun
Yeah.
and fresh. So
Seems legit. Anything else we gotta talk about? I think we're good on time.
pretty good today. We covered quite a bit. So
We didn't get to talk about a lot of like the new CES stuff because
no,
I haven't had time to.
I haven't caught up with all that.
Same.
So maybe
Maybe next week.
next
we
week.
catch up on it a little more.
Maybe, but
All right.
it was
for now,
it was a good break, and it was pretty good. I thought podcast coming back,
Yeah.
but pretty fun.
For now, that's it. We'll catch y'all
On
next
the
week.
flippity flip.